for your background. Where did you start? How did you get to where you are today?
Oh wow.
It's a very big question to start off by now, I'm very sorry.
Well, started playing from primary school, so with a few of my friends in the same class, and then from there, one of my best friends, her dad started up a club for our local girls, and then it was just, we all played. We played till about under 16s, but well, how I really started is because my dad is mad at football, he loves it. So every single one of my siblings, I'm one of 6, and we've all been trained in football. Started off as a goalkeeper, which not many people know because my dad is a goalkeeper and a goalkeeper coach. So got to under 16s, then the team, because of the age-wise people, then the team folded because everyone had different interests by then. And that's when I went for my trial with Leicester City, and I played with the reserves team for a while. And while I was in that, I was at university, so came back home for a bit, played with some local teams, played with Cobblers, went all the way up to Birmingham, played with Stourbridge. Now I'm down here with MK Dons, which is up to date, I think.
Yeah, sounds like it. So what did you study, just by interest?
Oh yeah, I studied law at university,
Oh,
yes.
Very nice. Very difficult, I can imagine. So let's go for, how do you describe maybe your relationship with football, like right now at MK?
Oh, it's actually different from any other clubs I've been with. I would probably describe it as having a lot more responsibilities, which I really like and I've found to enjoy quite a bit. But apart from that, it's nice to not only lead the team but be an example for the team, which I'm enjoying.
Do you think that's changed maybe from maybe like different clubs? Or do you find like your past is a bit different from where it is now?
I think very different paths with different clubs. So overall, like any club I go into, the main focus is kind of feeling like we're a family, because at the end of the day, being on that pitch, you're not just playing for yourself, you're playing for all the people around you. So feeling like a family really helps with the motivation. So I'll probably say Dons definitely feels like family as well.
Nice. So can you describe maybe like a day in your life? Not too in detail because I don't need to know what you brush your teeth with. But could you maybe nice one. But like it's like a general like overview, maybe like a match day or maybe a training day. Just like what you do, any superstitions, anything like that maybe.
Oh, we'll go match day. That's a fun one. Obviously, my match days normally start off a little bit earlier because I mix both going to church and my match days both on a Sunday. So if it's a home game, I'll start off with in the morning, go to church, we'll do our service, and then I'll head straight to the stadium, and then it's straight into the warm up, the getting ready, and all our pre-game stuff. But I used to have a superstition. I used to always have a sausage roll before every game. It kind of came hand in hand because I fast every day till 12, and on match day I needed something that wasn't so heavy but something that was also substantial, so we ended up with a sausage roll, and I used to have them all the time, every time before a match game. I tried a Subway once and I felt like a brick running. so never again. So sausage roll it is.
Fair enough, I do not blame you. It's very football food, isn't it, though, sausage roll?
Okay, I'll take that.
And you're getting quite a lot in grounds. So it sounds quite a busy day. Go to church, come to football, do your games, and it's very like full on. So how would you like juggle all that basically?
I think luckily it works for me because I feel like my brain is always going, and I feel like I always want to be doing something. So for me, I quite enjoy it. I don't know if many people would, but definitely do. Obviously with the normal weekday, I'll work and then I'll start off 6 a.m, work. By the time I'm leaving, I'm heading straight to our football training, and then I won't be home till 11, half 11, so, and then repeat. So it's a very back-to-back day, even during the week. But I enjoy it. If I look tired, you'll know why now.
Well, but so I assume you use social media during your day. Do you think social media as a whole, maybe for you or for others, has a negative or positive impact on how you do things in the day?
I would say, particularly with Maurice, I would say quite positive, because there was just one day I did a day in the life of, and I didn't realise, I thought it was just me that did this all. Obviously I'm not the only one with a religion, but I didn't realise, but it kind of made me also reach out to people that what was the society called? Faith in Football. So I never knew there was that whole branch. It reaches out to all the WSL teams and the ladies that also do that as well as football. So it made me feel like, oh, there's other people that have this also this connection. So it was really cool, and I would never have found that out if it wasn't through social media. So it was definitely positive.
There you go. So maybe thinking more about mental health and like stresses before a game. First of all, do you get much stress or like anxiety before a game?
Again, I'd probably say because of how busy I am, I don't get time to stress, which is nice.
So I mean, if you did, then how would you maybe deal with it?
I think even if I wasn't doing so much, I'd probably at times avoid going on social media, because that could clog up the brain, especially before an important game, before any game. You kind of want to be focused and in the zone. You never know sometimes what you're going to see online. It could be great positive stuff, but then if you just get that one negative thing, you don't want that to be the thing that sticks in your head before a game either. So I'd probably say in that aspect, I would avoid it before going. Even like checking, let's say a team has an earlier game than you don't want to be checking their scores, especially if it's going to affect your game, and then that's added unnecessary pressure.
Exactly. So do you talk with maybe your teammates about things you're stressful about, or do you prefer to keep that kind to yourself?
I would probably say I definitely talk about it if I'm feeling any kind of stress, because I would expect and I would want others to come and tell me if they feel stressed. So if they know me as their captain, if I can feel these emotions, it's very much okay that everybody else feels it. It's very normal. It doesn't change just because I'm a captain. Stress comes with everyone, so it's easier if you talk it through, and I find it's easier when I speak it through with my girls.
So, I don't know if you're allowed to answer this one, but does your club provide any mental health support for the women's team? Please answer it, can't answer later.
We actually do. So we recently also have some psychology sessions within our training sessions. We would have some time put aside, kind of go through it, linking it back again with our football, and then if anyone needs, it doesn't have to always link to football, but it's nice. It's like a check-in, a mental well-being, and a check-in while we're all there to make sure everyone's actually genuinely doing okay.
So you've had quite a positive impact from that psychologist thing?
For sure, yeah. And I definitely recommend it, and I like that we do that.
Nice. So let's go. Do you think mental health is talked about enough in women's football?
Saying that, I don't think so. I think only recently has it been spoken about more because something tragic happened. Obviously with Maddie Cusack and things like that. Unfortunately, before then I wouldn't say that people were so forward about talking about mental health, but since then I think people are trying to make it a breakthrough and make it really prominent within our game as well. But it's getting better, and we could definitely still do better. Yeah.
Do you think there's a difference between what you guys receive compared to what WSL receive? Difference in leagues and
No. I would say at times the different levels does come into play, but with things like this, I don't think there's as much of a difference as people would think. It doesn't take a huge structure to have a check-in on people. You don't need a big structure for that, so I wouldn't think that it would be different compared to WSL all the way down even to grassroots. Checking on someone, it's not that hard.
Nice. And then final question, what advice would you give to a young person entering the football scene for the very first time?
I'll probably say, I'm assuming they've come into it because they enjoy it, and what I always say is make sure you're still enjoying it, because it doesn't matter whether you're doing it professionally or not, you want to enjoy what you're doing, and when you enjoy it, it sounds cliche, but you do better. You perform better, you feel better, and it just goes hand in hand. So as long as you're enjoying it all the way from grassroots to WSL, you should be so fine.